I had someone ask me what I thought of the new Royal Enfield Classic 650, and I started to think, of all the bikes in the Royal Enfield range, which is the one I would buy? Now, I've ridden pretty much every bike in the Royal Enfield range, from the Classic 350, Interceptor 650, Continental 650, Super Meteor 650, Hunter 350, Himalayan 450, Shotgun 650. I've pretty much ridden them all. So I have a very good feel of what the Royal Enfield range is like and which bikes I'm drawn to. Now, prior to the Classic 650 launch, my most favourite bike of the entire Royal Enfield range was the Shotgun 650. That was the bike I would have bought. So I was quite excited to learn that the Classic 650 is actually built on the Shotgun 650 or Super Meteor 650 frame. Now, in terms of styling, I actually quite like the Shotgun 650. I'm a fan of that styling. But I also like the Classic 350 styling. I think that looks pretty cool. Now, I did take the Classic 350 for a test ride, and for me, I really love the character of the engine and the way the bike rode and the way the bike looks. But that 350cc engine just doesn't have enough power for my needs. The 650 parallel twin from Royal Enfield is just a sweet gem of an engine, and I really love the way it delivers its power, the way it sounds while it's revving. It's the sweet spot for me in terms of the Royal Enfield range, even above the Guerrilla 450 engine. Now, in terms of styling, yeah, like I said, I like the Classic 350, so I do find the Classic 650 styling to be very appealing. And in reality, it does marry what I loved about the Classic 350 with what I loved about the Shotgun 650. So it really is a perfect marriage of the two for me. The riding position of the Shotgun 650 really suited me, and the way the bike handled. And I have read and seen that the suspension on the Classic 650 is another level up again from the Shotgun 650, offering reportedly a more compliant ride. So that's also highly appealing. I do really like what I'm seeing with the Classic 650 now that I'm thinking about it and doing some investigation on the motorcycle. Now, of the colours that we get here in Australia, we get the vellum red, the teal green, which is $200 Aussie extra, and then we get the black and chrome, which is $700 Australian extra. For me, it's a no contest. It's black and chrome all the way. I love the red and chrome on the Classic 350 that I test rode, and yeah, when it comes to Royal Enfields, I think the bike has to have a chrome tank in some way. And just looking at the images of the black and chrome Royal Enfield, yeah, it looks superb. So I'm going to answer two questions with this video. One, what do I think of the Classic 650? It is shaping up as the best yet from Royal Enfield, in my view. And that answers the next question. Of all the Royal Enfield range, which would I buy? Yeah, hands down, it's got to be a Classic 650. Even without test riding it, you know, I've ridden the Shotgun 650. This is going to ride very similarly and probably even better. So yeah, hands down, Classic 650 is the Royal Enfield I would buy today.